is to juggle mom life or just life in general with growing your business. There's always something to do, someone new needs help, emails, laundry, tasks piling up, and when was the last time I had a sip of water? It's a lot. I figured out some productivity, quote, hacks, and my intention with sharing a typical day with you is to show you that firsthand you can do it too, and second, that you're not alone. So this video is a glimpse at what my typical day is like running my online business around my toddler's schedule. Currently, he's about 20 months and I'm 6 months pregnant with our second, so yes, that it is a growing bump under my sweater. And I know that my days are about to change entirely again, but this is the usual flow right now, and honestly, it's working really well for us. So you saw me wake up early, and I don't like to do much talking right away if I can avoid it, which is why you get this voiceover at first. My alarm goes off sometime between 5 and 5:30 a.m. on weekdays, and then my routine is fairly simple. It's definitely shorter and fewer steps than before I became a mom. I remember that I used to have an hour or even longer some days to really wake up and focus on myself first. Now it's more like 20 to 30 minutes. I make sure to drink water first thing when I come downstairs, then I take my vitamins while I'm waiting for my coffee, and I get my desk booting up because it takes a while. Then I will roll out my yoga mat, maybe do a quick stretch or pull an affirmation card from the day, and some journaling before I get into my to-dos. I've learned that taking this time before I start work, even if it's not much time right now, is essential to my well-being and part of the reason why I've been able to grow my business in the way that I have. When we're constantly pushing more, working harder, and never taking time to check in with ourselves, it's impossible to know what your next steps are. For me, clarity comes in the quiet moments, so I try to design my days to allow for that intentional time as much as possible. That intentional reflection on what works for me is how we were able to shape a routine that works as a family right now. I like waking up early and crossing to-dos off of my list, but our toddler is often an early riser, so my husband covers the early morning shift so I can get some focused work done. And by 8 a.m., I'm on mom duty. My husband starts work around then, so he heads to his home office and I take over breakfast, getting ready for the day. And it's really just a team effort between us, picking up where the other left off. So I thought it would be fun to take you along for a typical work day in my life, juggling all of the things. Right now it's nap time, which means that I get to come back to my desk and get some focused work done. I get a lot of questions about like what is actually on my list every day in terms of like what I'm doing for clients and the business and all that kind of stuff. And honestly, it varies week by week and it varies by the day. Right now I'm trying a system where I only take meetings on one week, and then the next week I'll alternate and there's no meetings, so then I can get more focused work done. So the types of things that I do are different on alternating weeks. And then today is Friday, which is a bit of a catch-up day. Everything that I didn't get to earlier in the week, also maybe some things that have come up. One of the things that has come up for me this week is that I've been working on a big, huge project of like reorganizing our entire ClickUp for myself and the team to make it even more streamlined and easy to use, because there were just like some roadblocks and challenges that we were running into, both me personally and the team. So I've been working on reorganizing that and making it a lot easier to use. But even then, as I was making these updates, I realized that there was still some things that I was running into. So one of the things on my list today is to actually poke around inside Notion, and I've been doing that a little bit already, and so far I'm pretty excited. It seems like it might be a better fit. I'm not gonna get ahead of myself and I'm not gonna move everything over like immediately, but I have found a couple templates, and one of them was for goal setting and starting to plan out the next few months and year. And so I used that to kind of get a feel for the platform, because that's something that is upcoming on my list for next week anyways. So even though this isn't what I was planning on doing today, I'm still trying to make progress, have that forward momentum, the intentionality to my day. So even though I'm maybe getting a little bit distracted in a new tech tool, I'm trying to still like follow the plan as much as possible. Other things on my list for today were recording a video or two if I can get to it. I have to send an email out to my list. Normally all of my emails are batched super far in advance, but there's some things that are going on right now that I wanted to be a little bit more timely with. So I've actually written a couple over the last few days, like in the moment. Again, we always have a plan, but just experimenting and trying to be really intentional and strategic about what it is that we're doing. So that is on my list too today. I'm also working on some planning for the month ahead for my mastermind, because every single week I give them little tidbits and homework and resources for my own business. And we are currently switching pillars over from showing up authentically and positioning yourself as the expert online over to processes and reclaiming space. So what a perfect day for me to start planning that out on a day that I'm actually working on this stuff within my own business. So to curate that homework, a lot of it is like exercises that I've done or that I use with one-on-one clients, or just things that I think will be helpful for them, but I curate the pieces that I think would be most relevant to the current cohort and where they're at right now. So it isn't so much like copying and pasting, but actually sitting down and like thinking, okay, how am I going to like coach this entire group with the resources that I'm about to provide? So that's everything that I'm working on today, and I'm not expecting to get through all of it because this is a lot of stuff and I only have probably another like hour and a half here before nap time is over. But yeah, come along with me and let's see what else we can get through. First thoughts on Notion so far are that I love it, and I have spent some time in here just like moving things over, doing the goal setting. I also managed to send out the email to my list, so that is ready to go, but I like already want to move some of those tasks over from ClickUp into Notion because it's just like a little bit more visually appealing, I think. So I'm going to keep working on that. I think nap time is just about over. I think somebody's waking up, but maybe later I will have some time and I can screen share to show you a little bit of what I've been working on. Okay, I am coming at you on a Sunday afternoon because I have been obsessing over Notion, but I also did not have a chance to like finish going through what I wanted to on Friday and just like get everything set up and then also film this video. So we are doing it now, but basically some context first is that I've been feeling like a little overwhelmed lately with all of the different growth kind of things going on in my business and in my life, and just like there's so many different pieces and we're in a really big like transitionary period. So I've been looking for new ways to restructure the organization of like how we're actually doing things, and also restructuring like the digital products and the other program and like course offerings so that it's just so much more simple and easy for everyone who's involved. I think I mentioned this already in the other parts of this video that I filmed, but again, I filmed it on Friday and I'm editing this in on Sunday, so I don't remember exactly what I shared, but we have been using ClickUp in the business for over 2 years now, and it's been working fairly well until recently. There's just been some challenges. So I think that this is solving it. And I wanted to give you a little tour of what I've done so far. Setting up like an HQ area. So I've been in the process of like moving over all of the like docs and SOPs and KPIs and like that kind of stuff here. So this will be like the team dashboard that everyone sees and all the things they need. Then I set up a project area that's organized based on like the type of project, like the category it falls under, whether that's marketing or admin or product development, that kind of stuff. I also started to organize the direction for the brand going forward, like digging into the goal setting that I'm going to be doing coming up, and just like putting it all in one spot for the team so that it makes sense. So I'm like loving how Notion like has it all set up in here with like the table of contents and just like the organization overall. So super excited about this. The design is like not perfect at all yet. I'm still tweaking that, but I wanted to show you kind of like the progress that I've made so far. I also got like a long form content template in here of like content that's going on. Started setting up like our client and studio base, so like housing everything to do with my mastermind program and clients that are coming through the studio, and then my own personal dashboard, which I will not click on to show you, but maybe one day we can do a tour through there. So yeah, I'm super excited to see where this goes, and I just wanted to give you like a little peek of like how I'm setting it up, and I can definitely take you along the process of building it, because I'm pretty sure that the whole team is getting an email from me tomorrow that's saying we're switching over for good and here's how to get set up. But I'm going to stop rambling, wrap up here, and get this into the video so that can get scheduled for tomorrow. To wrap up so that I can unplug for the weekend. But if you like this video, let me know in the comments. I can do way more of this. If you have any questions or requests for other videos that you want to see, I am always open to those suggestions. And otherwise, I will chat with you soon. So thank you so much for watching.
Oh no.
Oh no.